Hello, she, he's, theys, and gays, and most of all, illegal immigrants. I'm looking at you, Jay.
Mwah.
We are back playing as my furry sheep femboy persona, also known as Cult of the Lamb Woolhaven. This is episode 2, so if you haven't already, I recommend you check out the first episode. On to other matters. I have some issues with the audio in this video, in the sense that the audio track with my voice simply does not exist. After swearing a bit, for about 5 minutes, I decided to do a full voiceover of the entire video, and now we are here. Yes, I could go back and re-record the gameplay, but I also want to try my hand at a different editing style. When I started filming, I was originally going to make a YouTube short / TikTok where I made the new area for my base that we unlocked in the previous episode and talked about what I was going to do with. But it ended up getting a little derailed. Just a little. And by a little, I mean playing and recording the game for a little over 1 hour. I also unlocked these extra upgrade things in the place, you know when you do a sermon and then you get like upgrade things? In the temple thing, is it called the temple? Either way, in that place, and you get to do sermons and then all of your cult followers pray to you or something, and then you get to upgrade your dungeon runs. I unlocked this thing that's on screen. I also made 2 snowmen. Anyway, into the video we go! Also, if you want to see more videos like these, as in mostly commentary, tell me in the comments, or maybe, just maybe, consider doing the things you're always asked to do here on YouTube. So, now that we're past the intro, I don't really have a plan of what I'm going to talk about. But right now, we're just gathering the souls back to the younger statue, because even though I did it in the last video, I think something with the save got messed up. I also didn't hold the button for long enough, which is kind of funny. So now that the world is recovered in snow... Holy shit, they're throwing stones at each other! What the hell? What? Okay, sure, yeah, There's also a follower I've forgotten to indoctrinate there, I see, which is pretty funny. You have heeded my call, last of our kind. You have found your way back to the Woolhaven, home of the lambs. I'm Yanya. I once brought winter to the lands, but I was slain by the bishops and left here to rot. But you have resurrected what little there is left of me, and awoken winter once more. My lamb, I must ask more of you. The lost souls of the lambs have been scattered across the mountain. They must be brought home. In return, I will gift you my wisdom. Upon my mountain, rotburn grows. Bring me some, and the knowledge of the winter is yours. This is basically where they reintroduce the core gameplay loop of Cult of the Lamb, which I freaking love. I'm gonna try not to swear in this video because this is a reasonably PG game. So there's gonna be a lot of freaking and stuff. So yeah, anyway, now that we're reintroduced to the core gameplay loop, you can see that there's a new icon on the thing. I don't know what I was talking about here. But I still it gives me time to actually reflect on what I'm saying and stuff now. But as you can see, I've decided to speed up the footage a bit. I'm also going to gather as much, break as much of the environment in each stage, because if I remember correctly, I was struggling big time with food at this point. Like, my following, or my cult thingamathing was really low. Like, my belief was it. That was really low. I was really scared. Throughout this entire run, you can kind of see me. I know it's sped up, but you can still kind of see me be kind of jittery in my movements and whatnot. And here I have a little encounter with this guy called the Bear. I don't know if they're a part of my cult or what they are, but either way, they're dead now. So yeah. Also shout out Clawneck, yes, my goat, my freaking goat. I think the new enemies in the Woolhaven DLC, as you can see on screen right now, are very interesting. These one in particularly are wolves that drop bombs, which is like, okay, what the hell? What the frick? What the frick? which is very cool. But that's basically the first boss, not boss, the first room. And here, we're introduced to Rotburn. Garfanon, my goat, also. What is this strange material? It seems a stone, it feels like flesh, grown from the ground like something tumorous. That's not cool. I've not climbed this mountain in many years, and it seems not as all as I left it. What else has changed? Real. Anyway, Rotburn, which you'll see later in the video, I do not have nearly enough for. Either that or I'm just not progressing fast enough, which is also very much the point. Or a possibility, seeing how I am on day 100. But still, now we're back into the next room. And as you can see, there's a new statue of a wolf-like character, which we'll obviously get back to. Oh, and I think I just died. Yeah, okay, I died. So now you can see me sacrifice one of my followers. I chose to do a shark. This is some random NPC, I think. And here I also managed to get back my favorite weapon in the game, which is the wrecking ball thing. These creatures, I've never seen them before. What has happened to her mountain? Is it her will? This rot, where does it come from? How far is it spread? Be wary, lamb. I will find out what I can. Shout out Garfanon for being my goat, once again. And I've already shouted him out once, but still. I think that kind of annoys me to this day is that I didn't go to the room to the right there. Which is very irritating. Here, the game also points me towards this creature that's sleeping in the background. But I have no idea what that's all about because nothing happens with it. And so I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. I tried to do stuff with it, but there's just nothing to do. But here you can also see that I went back to go into that room, but didn't. And also, here's a spooky dooky hallway that's very new to me. And I have to do this puzzle that... You know what? Or... cut this out, please. I have to remember to cut out that stutter. Here, the puzzle is pretty simple. You just have to put the right colored crown on the right person with the colored on their pee stain, and they turn into this weird fleshy stuff that me and my boy Garfanon was talking about earlier. And then Ludwig decided to start dissenting, which is cool, I guess. I'm gonna... Like, Ludwig is one of my real-life friends. I'm gonna beat them. Yeah. So anyway, this is a pretty cool boss fight I haven't actually sped up. So here we have a lot of time to... Oh, it's not a boss fight. You know, I probably should have rewatched the entire footage I was going to talk about before I started recording my voiceover, but you know what? It's completely fine. And here I got another thingamathing. Acquired pickled... What? Something, at least. But yeah, that was pretty cool, I guess. And here, you can also see that I notice the room up in the top right of the map, but I can't leave. And so here I also swear a bit, I think, about like, oh man, I should have gone there. But anyway, that was basically the first, what's it called? The first run, the first dungeon run of the DLC. And that was a lot of fun, actually. I want to play this game and not do this dumb-ass voiceover, if I can be honest with you. But I kind of have to. And that kind of sucks, to be honest. Here, I am going back to the youngest statue because I didn't mention it at all in the previous segment of the voiceover. But I collected this, like, weird piece of wool. You have found one of my disciples, the most devoted of my flock. They were taken and locked away. But we must finish the ritual. My flock gives me power. They are returned. Winter will grow stronger. There will be new challenges, something. These challenges can be overcome. Build a Rotburn furnace and return to me, my shepherd. And now we unlock the Woolhaven page. Let's go! The Rotburn furnace is pretty much the main piece of, I don't know what you call it, main building block of this DLC. Kind of like how, well, there is, well, a lot of the building pieces in the original game is important, but still, winter has been awoken. While followers will enjoy the snow, they must be kept fed and warm. During the winter, farm plots will freeze and seeds will not grow. Food must be managed carefully. If followers are not kept warm, they will become too cold to work and worship. Which is obviously very, very bad. We also get a free divine inspiration, I think, which is awesome. Flippin' awesome. Freaking awesome. But that's the little piece of wool that I was talking about. Now we awaken Mr. What's your name? We awaken Mr. Barack Obama. It's Woolhaven, so you must be the lost lamb. I am. I'm Barack Obama, one of Yangia's disciples. I see I'm the first disciple to return to her. Yes, ye are. Our souls are shattered inside, sheltered inside our sacred wool. Return them to our graves and free our souls, so we may finish what we started. Frost and Flurry, my ranch. My poor sweet something. Youngster, I have to ask. Would you do me the favor of rebuilding my farmstead? First, you will need to find charged shards from Eufall. Once you've brought them, bring them to me. Sir, yes, sir, I say very loudly, to the point where his eardrums burst. No, but the thing that I think is pretty cool is that you, as far as I know, I don't actually know because I've kept away from as many spoilers as possible, but you do like actually rebuild Woolhaven, which is very cool. Here I already unlocked the thingamathing, and I built it in a little bit. Sorry, that caught me a bit off guard. We also unlocked the Woolhaven tab in the build menu, and here I build the machine, and unlock basically I unlocked the cold aspect of this DLC, which, as you can also see, I did dump all of my frostburn into the furnace, which I will come to regret very soon. And back at the Yangia Shrine, she wants to talk to me. Be attentive to your following, my lab. Your followers become too cold, they can no longer serve you. Okay. I have been gone so long. Our holy mountain may not be the haven I remember. Be cautious of predators who dare to call our mountain theirs. Find their lost souls of our kind and bring them to me. Very cool, Yangia. Hashtag #1 Yangia fan right here. So yeah. Now we go back into another dungeon run. Lamb, be cautious. A wolf calling itself the Heartland Mechanica has claimed this mountain in Yangia's absence. Arden Marcosius. He discovered a way to pry followers away from the bishops and began his free pack. He has power without a crown. These charged shards fuel his experiments. They can be used to you also if you break them. So we get this charged shard that my boy Barack Obama was talking about that he wanted, which is awesome. I love Barack Obama, of course, because I want to help him and whatnot. So after collecting all of them, there's the statue of that guy we just said the name of that I don't remember the name of because it was a very hard and complicated long name. I think he's a... I can't say that. My pack howls true. A disgusting little crown bear treads upon my mountain. Wait, treads about my mountain. You dare try and slave the free pack? Filthy god, your kind are not welcome here. You're all the same, you, the bishops, whatever wretched gods came before them. You take and take and take. Still, I, the heathen Mercosius, am a wolf of reason. Let us conduct our tests and see what kind of god you are. The choice is yours. You may keep enough food to last 5 days, or enough food for 10 days, but I will take a heart forever. Yeah, I needed the food. I've talked about this already. Ha! The vanity of gods. You think you do not need this heart? You will be humbled soon enough. Nice energy, huh? I should be a voice actor. For real, for real. Let me just listen to my kawaii. I'm never doing that again. Either way, I start absolutely savaging his room. because, again, I need the resources. And then we enter the combat with my boy, not my boy, actually. You prove my theory correct. The disease of faith burrows deep within you, compelling you to conquer. My pack follows me freely. They come to me, choked by the leash of their masters, and I grant them liberation. Arcosius, before you saved me from the worm, my mind is changed and cowering. Okay. You have liberated me and shown me that such a cruel world must be made of crueler gods. I will not lose our mountain to such a barbaric being. Leave this curse to me. I will end them. I'm really sorry about my stuttering. Apparently, I'm bad at reading. Face this beast, lamb. I kept her starving. Strike her down if you will. Cruelty is in your nature. Wow, I'm really stuttering. Holy. Maybe I am dyslexic, actually. I don't know. I don't have a diagnosis of it. Abbas. Something like that. I actually really like Abbas's character design because it's just freaking awesome and sick. He also spawns more of those exploding dogs that we talked about, which are really scary. If I don't... Yeah, I think I die here right at the end of the fight as well, which is very annoying. And so I have to sacrifice one of my cult followers. Personally, I don't have a problem with that. I think I just sacrificed someone who was old. I don't know why I spent so much time on the screen, but still. And like I said, I died right at the end, so he was literally one hit when I came back. Either way, I unlocked some decoration stuff. It's not really that important. And we move on to the next room, where we find more of those lambs that we have to bring back to Yanya and basically complete this run. I also, again, collect more of this stuff around in the room because I need food mainly. And I got 6 meat, actually. That's not a lot. Yeah, so now that we're back at white supremacy, still don't know why I named it that. You can see that it is cold. It is very cold. And I don't have enough spaces for any of the bodies. Or for the body. I mean, people are hungry. This is reason to stress is what I'm trying to get at. And I was stressing. In fact, I went over to the right here just to beg that there was something that I could pick up to get warmth. But there was not. Macosius, the wolf dares call our mountain hiss. He and his pack must be let down or something. He must repent. Yes, they must all repent for what they've done. Deep within mountain, great power lies waiting for you to claim it. I will open a path inside the mountain. Do not fear what you find down there and claim our power. And so we go back into another dungeon run. This time inside the mountain. So we have to defeat 8 somethings, it seems. I've yet to understand what that... Oh, Barak! Excellent! We just need one more thing. Cursed Yevbark goes deep inside the mountain. Okay. Well, luckily for us, we're going inside the mountain. A strange tree growing so deep. Bring some back and we can, yeah, just resume or whatever. I don't know. Either way, this is how it looks. And onto the first battle thing we go. The rot. Oh, Governor. So this is the source of the rot growing on the mountain. It pushes upwards and outward, spreading decay. These caves have always run deep beneath the mountain, but now they've been overcome by the rot. How could this happen? Is this her well? No, probably not. Most likely not her well. But this area is very interesting because I want whatever power is deep inside this place. I mean, just imagine what it could be. Yeah, and another thing is that I feel like this is very promising regarding more rot burn. And not to mention, we just found that tree. Barack Obama's gonna be so happy with me, bro. I can't wait to see their reaction. I hope they like me. Anyway. Next up, we steal devotion from Yanya. Okay, that's interesting. More rotted enemies. This one in particular that you see on screen is very irritating because he spawns more enemies, and those 2 enemies just became 1. I mean, what the hell is going on beneath the mountain? And like I said, this enemy spawns more enemies, and not only that, he is also a freaking tank. Here we get another type of follower called a rotted follower. They're basically an amalgamation of the rot that we've been walking around in. And they are also freaking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Here we collect more of the hordes and go for none! Oh my god. Lamb, I'm glad to have found you. The mountain is unstoppable. Unstable. Paths have disappeared like a mouth disabled. But I have managed to dig a new path. That was a lot of text in a small amount of time. And we unlocked that path. Let's go. We can unlock another devotee of Yang. I will keep searching for new paths for you. Something, something. Again, a lot of text in a very small amount of time. And it's kind of annoying. Here you can also see we only get 5 Rotburn. I think Rotburn is what you get underneath the mountain. Oh, this is our power, the heart of the mountain. My heart, carved from my chest and buried deep underground. My flock keeps it beating. You must return to them all. You must return them all to me. Only then will great power be unleashed. Continue on, shepherd. When the flock is together once more, this power will be yours. Oh, that is a tempting offer. That is a tempting offer if I've ever seen one. And there we see the goal of this rotted world. Okay. Here you can see the rotted follower that I was talking about. Let me see if I can't go over to that condition. Sleeps all winter, which is interesting. Does not starve, freeze, deceit, or become ill, and will die in 10 days. Something that's interesting is that when they die, they will spawn Rotburn, if I'm not wrong. There should be a card on screen soon. Yeah, rotten followers may be ugly, but they offer unique advantages to your cult. Rotten followers will have lost their souls, so will not starve, descent, freeze, become ill, or reach old age. Additionally, rotten followers will pray to the Rotten Yanya shrine to unlock special rewards, which is very interesting. The Rotten Yanya shrine is freaking ugly, bro. It's freaking ugly. You honor me, great leader. Oh, this is just some other stuff I don't care about. Either way, someone just died, and if you haven't noticed already, we have a bit of a body problem. I mean, there are 3 bodies lying on the ground here. Like I said, this is a reason to be stressing. Oh, and I failed the repair. Oh, damn, I suck at this game. At least the devotion is relatively high. Jeffrey Epstein, what the? This is a long time since I've been looking through. I just I had to put Jeffrey Epstein in prison. Okay. Sure, I guess. But here we basically make more of these stuff. This isn't any part of the DLC in particularly. And if I'm not wrong, the video is ending pretty soon. Yeah. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please tell me in the comments if you would like more commentary videos like these. Because, I mean, it's not something I would normally do. Because it's difficult. Not difficult per se, but it takes a lot of time. And I'm not the biggest fan of... It's not something I would normally do. So, it's like... Should I continue doing it? Should I make more commentary videos like this or not? That's kind of my question. But either way, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it a lot. Tell me in the comments, like I just said. And